literally everywhere, don't I? I have been swatching and apparently also in my face. 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's difficult for me today. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 44 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. Yes, I'm covered in glitter. It's the end of the evening and we're going to do a ranking video. I wanted to film this video about 2 hours ago, but I needed to rank the palettes, so that took me about 2 hours. And yeah, I still don't know if I'm happy with my choice, but what can you do about it? I also cheated, but I will touch on that in just a little. I only have 10 today. How good is that? Because basically I have more that I technically could rank, but then I would have 17 and I was like, you know what, I'm almost in another video again, so let me just do 10 in this video, just so you know. So yes, yeah, I think we just should get into it. I'm going to rank from bottom to top, or least favorite to favorite. Now another kind of disclaimer, I love all the palettes that I have here. The quality is very good. Some is a little bit better than others, or at least I prefer some formulas over others, but I love all the palettes. So basically this is like picking your favorite child, which for me is not that difficult because I have only one. So there is that. But I have done videos with all of the palettes. Well, almost all of the palettes I did, all the palettes except one I did a multiple looks videos with. I also did a review. Sometimes it's in the same video. I will leave my I will just leave a bunch of videos down below. What I'm going to do is in the description box after every palette I will link the videos so you can really easily find them, and I will link some underneath the cards. So yeah, go check out the description box. Let's kind of start with one that is already a little bit older because my last ranking was in March, I believe. So yeah, it has been quite some time. Let's start with the one that I ranked at number 10. Again, it is not a bad palette at all. Actually, the quality of this really blew me away. But it's based on color story. And what I want to, that is how I rank them. What I want to grab, if I had to choose palettes now, that I want to do an eye look with, which one do I want to use first? And so on and so forth. That is kind of basically how I tried to rank at least. But number 10 is this one from Catrice. It's the Next Gen Nudes. And here is the color story. I also have the other one because there are two in this line. I have this one and I have the Earth. And the quality on this blew me away. It is so good. They are pigmented. They are not like you would expect from a cheaper drugstore brand. They are on par with Colourpop, just so you know. It is just basically every time I kind of open up the palette, I want to play here with especially with these and then some of the shimmers. So while I can do a lot of very pretty looks with this, there are just a few shades that I kind of gravitate towards in this palette, and that is why it is actually ranked the lowest, because I feel like for me right now it is not versatile enough to be ranked higher, and I hope that makes sense. But if you see this one or the Earth one and you like the color story, definitely grab them. Yes, the next one is the Grimoire from VE Cosmetics. Now again, the quality is amazing. This is one of the newer ones that I have in my collection, but this is also, I don't know if I touched on this in the review part, but I kind of struggled to make eye looks with this. Usually when I open up a palette, I can see combinations, I can see looks forming. Every time I look at this palette, there are just a couple of shades that I really want to use. This shade is duochrome, which is very gorgeous, but especially this shimmer black. Oh, I need to swatch it because it is just so pretty. It doesn't do justice the swatch. It is like liquid latex on your eye. So for this shade alone, I open up this palette. The rest is very nice, but it is not, almost not versatile enough for me. And the fact that there are two pressed glitters in here. Granted, I'm really happy that I have a black pressed glitter, because this one I will use more than any other pressed glitter. But yeah, for me, I kind of struggled to make different eye looks. And I hope that makes sense. But still, I am very, very happy that I have it. And if I want to do a dark smoky eye, or especially a black smoky eye, this is the palette that I grab. Especially for that shimmer black. And the rest is... Go watch the videos. The quality is amazing. The next one, and here is where the cheating starts. Yes, is the Making Mauves from Colourpop. Now, why does the cheating start here? Maybe you can guess. Because what I did is I removed the shade. I removed this shade and I put in another shade. So the shade that should be there is called Solitaire. The shade that is here is called Pretty Cruel. And it is actually from the It's My Pleasure palette. I grabbed one of the shades there because the shade Tongue Tied and the original shade that was here are the same shades. Only this one has micro glitter in it. And that was the only difference. But I kind of wanted to have the same tone in the columns. That is why I actually grabbed this one. Because this one has a little bit of a purpley, pinky purple. And I actually thought that it would complement this row very nicely. So this is what I chose to do. Because for me it makes it more versatile. Why do I need two of these? You know? But yeah, this is ranked at number 8. Yes. Wow. So yeah, number 8 is the Making Mauves from Colourpop. Then number 7 is the Vixen from VE Cosmetics. And why is it in number 7? It is purely because of the color story. Because this is a color story that I don't grab for often now. I have done a bunch of looks with this though. I have done looks for the multiple looks video, which was 5 looks in the multiple looks video. Did I do a first impression? I don't remember. But I did do a bunch of looks for Instagram as well. This is an amazing quality. The cause is amazing as well. Because they donate proceeds from this palette to help stop badger and fox hunting in the UK. Because VE Cosmetics is UK based indie brand. The red shimmer in here. Just for that one alone. It is so pretty. And again, the quality is amazing. This is a palette that inspires me more. Because basically the tones are almost the same. You can do so many gorgeous looks with this. And the formula is amazing. It's just that right now, it is not really a color story that I grab. Okay, then the next one, which is then number 6, I believe. Yes, number 6 is the Pastel Pop from Menagerie Cosmetics. Look at the outside. Isn't it cute? Oh. This is the inside and it is pretty unique to my collection because this is a neon pastel palette. And it includes a white and a black. And I'm very happy that it includes a black at least because I really like to use that to darken up the looks. And I think it complements the palette very nicely. The shade Snowball is a multi-chrome. It is blue but it also has pink and yellow in it. The only downside is because the blue base is so prominent. Let me swatch it on the hand. I have been swatching. Can you tell? I am covered in glitter. But I'm fading it out so hopefully I can show the shift that it has. But because the blue base is so prominent in this one, everything that I put it on top of turns blue. And that is such a shame. So yeah, that is the only gripe that I have with the shade called Snowball. For the rest, I think the quality is very nice. I would have loved more shimmers in here. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I would have loved one of the greens and maybe one of the purpley ones to be that shade, but then in a shimmer as well. It would have made it a little bit more versatile for me. I don't have a problem pulling in another palette. For instance, my BH Duolite Highlight palette, I actually combine with this palette. But yeah, it is not a palette that I grab for a lot right now. And that is the fact that it is ranked a little bit lower. Now, the next palette is then number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. I think that if it was by another brand, it would maybe have been ranked higher, but it is not. It is a palette though that is very unique to my collection. The quality is amazing and it is a palette that really inspires me, and that is the Cremated palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Now, in my haul video of June, I put in an extra clip saying that I will not support him or his brand any longer on my channel, and that just means that I will not repurchase anything new from him, and then I will not really promote him on my channel as well. Now, I don't cancel anyone, never, because I am a firm believer that anyone can change. However, he kind of has shown that he hasn't really changed, even though he said that he had. However, I do really love this color story. This is a palette that inspires me a lot. And I also said it in my June haul. If it was by anyone else, yeah, it would have been a favorite. But it is not. And therefore I am not going to promote it as a favorite. But it is an amazing quality. I love the color story. I absolutely love all the looks that I did with it. And every time I open up this palette, I get inspired to create an eye look. That is why it is ranked at number 6? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's difficult for me today. So yeah, then the palettes that I have here are palettes that I really want to grab. And that make me feel happy when I open them up. Number 4 is the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, there are unfortunately 2 pressed glitters in here. And ooh, do not dig your nail in. Also, I have to be completely honest that I open up this palette not specifically for the mattes, but for the shimmers. Because the mattes, yeah, they're okay. But it's the shimmers that I grab it for. This hot pink, oh. And Barb is gorgeous, but the one that I actually love the most is this one, Anastasia. Is it Anastasia? Yeah, it's Anastasia. Ah, this is... Let me swatch it here. It is such a pretty shade. And this is what I want to put on my eyeballs every single time that I open up this palette. So yeah, the look that I do love to do with this is basically this one. So the dark brown and then one of the shimmers on my eye. So it is basically the neutral looks that I grab this palette for, and then with a pop of color. The shimmers is where this palette shines for me. So yeah, do I think it is worth the money? Well, I got it on sale and it's worth that price. I paid, what did I pay for this? I think 35 euros including shipping. So that is very nice. Do I think it is worth the full price? No. And that is basically because I have in my collection palettes that are better quality and are way cheaper. So, you know, I'm very happy that I have this, and it is one of the favorite palettes. I have been lusting after this for so long. But yeah, it is ranked here just because, yeah, the mattes are okay. It's the shimmers, and yeah, that's the shimmers is what I grabbed the palette for. Okay, let's go to my top 3 next, and here cheating is involved again. This is the Sweet Talk palette, and I had it ranked low until I started rearranging a little bit and cheating. So this is what mine looks like now. There are normally 2 pressed glitters in here. These 2 are 2 pressed glitters that I don't use, and I just hope that Colourpop will stop putting pressed glitters into smaller palettes, because you know what also annoys me? They say they are not eye safe, but they do put them in an eyeshadow palette. You know, so if the brand says these are not for eye use, don't put them in your freaking palette. But that is a rant for another day. But I swatched the shades and I went looking in my collection from Colourpop to see which shades kind of matched the best. So this one, the shade called Trooper, I pulled from the Good Sport palette because I missed a lighter shade of this. So now I have basically a yellowy, mustardy, orangey vibe that I can create by pulling in this matte. And then because the shimmer that was here, which was called Prima Drama, had a green reflect in it, and also there is green here, I thought, you know what, I don't really like the green palette that much anyway, but I do really love this shade Mary Jane. Let me pull it in here, and I love the palette so much more now because of this freakishly pop of green. I don't know, it gives it a whole other vibe. It makes it for me so much more versatile that I cannot wait to play with it as it is now. That is the reason it's not a number 1 yet, because I haven't yet. So I don't really know if the color story works, but I'm guessing it does. I did film 3 looks with this palette. That is still not online on my channel yet. But I don't know, I get inspired more to create 3 looks now with the 2 additions than the way that it was before. So let me know if you are interested in seeing 3 looks with my updated Sweet Talk palette. I think I did good here. So let me know what you think. But this is in number 3. Then second place is a palette that I really want to grab for as well. It's a palette that makes me happy when I open it. And that is the Tasty Peach palette from I Heart Revolution. These pinks that are in here, the purples. This is just such a me palette right now. Oh, the shimmers are very, very pretty. The mattes are very nice as well. There is not really a brown in here. Yeah, the browns that are in here are a little bit more orangey leaning. But this is a color story that makes me happy right now. This is a color story that I really want to play with. So yeah, I love. Can I do this? Of course I can. This is, yeah. I think the quality is really, really nice, and the color story is just, yeah. I think it is actually the best Tasty palette of the bigger ones that they have now. So I cannot actually wait to see what other Tasty palettes they will release in the near future. The last one is basically number 1, and I don't know if you can guess which one it is. It is practically me in a palette. It is the 50/50 Makeup Summer palette. I love this color story. I love the color story. The quality is really, really good. I just get happy. When I see this palette, I really want to play. I want to play with these, but I also want to play with the yellow. I want to play with them all. This dark blue, mwah, so good. Oh. So yeah. Do I have codes here? Yeah, I have a code with 50/50 Makeup, which is affiliated. Do I have codes with anything else? No. No. So I have a code with 50/50 Makeup, which is Nikki10. It will save you 10% and earn me store credit. That is it. And that is also it for my ranking. I had quite a hard time ranking this. And yeah, I hope I wasn't too ranty. I kind of hope that I made sense as well. Let me know down below your thoughts. Would you have ranked them differently? Let me know, because I'm very, very curious. There should be another ranking video coming soon, because I basically need, I don't know, 2 or 3 palettes and then I have another 10. So yeah. There is that. So another one is in the works. And yeah, also let me know what you think of my updated Sweet Talk palette, and if you would like me to do 3 looks with my updated Sweet Talk palette, because I can. Let me know down in the comment section. For now, this is it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. If you want to see more ranking videos, I will put my ranking playlist up on the screen, so you can check that one out. And then I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, try to stay sane. And I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.